Yes.
Wow, so cool.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Okay, so okay, guys, before this start, I will explain to all the viewers here. We are doing this live between Miss Universe Indonesia 2020 and Miss Universe Curaçao 2020. Whoa! And it's gonna be an easy talk, chit chat between us to know each other more, and so that you guys can see it also. And for your question, what did you ask, babe? I'm so sorry.
Oh, I asked you, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself? Because of course I
Okay.
follow you on Instagram.
Yes, my full name is Roro Ayu Maulida Putri. People call me Ayuma, and I'm 23 years old. Coming from Indonesia, I was born in Surabaya, and I was a model before, professional model. And I was graduate from Bachelor of Law. And yes, it's actually my second competition for the Miss Universe Indonesia because I was joined in 2017, but I was got stopped for my region, my province competition, and then this is my second competition, and I won this. Thanks God. And tell me more about you.
So I am Chantal Wiertz, that's my full name. I am Dutch. My native language is Dutch because I'm born in the Netherlands and I moved to Curaçao about 10 years ago now. I came here with my mom, my sister, grandma, and two younger brothers. And I absolutely love it here. So for me, it's a big honor to represent Curaçao. I just truly love my island. And I also been modeling for for quite a time now. I was 10 when I did my first show. So that's what something we have in common, modeling.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
like, how old are you, babe?
now I'm 21.
21. Oh, wow. It's so close between us. And how long did you join modeling career?
I started when I was 10. I did my first show. And then I was just on and off, stop, and then I would continue again. I was just when I was like 18, I went to China, Singapore, Japan, and traveled more for modeling.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're awesome. You travel a lot. It's like my dream also, like to travel for modelings, but I did once in Singapore, once, because it
I
was a holidays break from my university, but it was only for 2 months. But then, yeah, I have to continue for my school. Then I cannot
I know.
travel that much as you. But you're great, so amazing. I'm so happy to see you now. We're very common. And
Yeah.
before you now becoming a princess of your own country, I mean, like, we both are in the same career. But then why did you join to a beauty pageant competition?
I just wanted to make a difference. And first time I participated, I wasn't really sure how I wanted to make a difference. But then I got this opportunity and I realized that I wanted people to know that it's okay to be different. Because I have autism myself, so I know the struggles and I know how I deal with it. But I also know that many people don't know what it's like to have autism or don't even know what autism is. So that's how I decided to make a difference and make just a make things easier for people with a mental disability or a mental health condition. So that's how I participated. And what about you?
Wow, it was so inspiring. I mean, like, yes, a lot of people like don't know how our problems or what we struggling for, and then they can just see like, okay, we are Miss Universe in our country, right? But it's so amazing story from you. For me, I joined the beauty pageant because it is my dream since I was a kid. Because I saw in the movie like a woman wearing a crown. It's like a princess because I like princess movie or Barbie, something like that. And then it was only a small thought in my mind when I was a kid. But then I joined in a modeling life because it's also my passion, and I really work hard for that because I was 14 years old when I joined the modeling life. And then
Wow.
time by time, I was like thinking, okay, the beauty pageant can change anything in my life. It's not only uh, my career coming from modeling to beauty pageant, but then when you becoming a queen like Miss Universe Curaca or Miss Universe Indonesia, you have a bigger platform for whatever you do.
Yeah.
And then since like I had advocacy, my advocacy, Smiling Village, it's like concern to people in rural areas to have the same chance for us. Like us, I mean, like who is living in the cities to have a better education, to have a better chance for their dreams and everything. And then since I see this beauty pageant having a really big platform, I believe that it's really going to make a big change to my platform before. And that's true. Since I joined this competition and I won this, thanks God that my platform getting bigger and I can reach more people than before. And you know, like before I won this competition, maybe like the people in my organization was around 100 or something, and then now it's becoming 700 around Indonesia. So I really feel like a very big changing and big impact. It's not only for my career, it's not about only that, it's changed the way of thinking. Before I was only thinking about myself maybe, or sometimes I just don't think about how to dress, how to look, but it's really changed a lot of things and I really happy for this.
Yeah, things are changing, and now that we have a bigger platform, it's easier for us to speak up about the things that matter.
Yeah.
And we can change things for ourselves, but also for the ones next to us, and that's so beautiful.
Yes, we never expect this. Like, I cannot expect that I won this competition. Like, exactly. And thanks God for this to be happen.
Yes, I know how you feel. I was so happy when I got to be appointed to be the next Miss Universe Curaçao. It's such an amazing feeling. Like when I heard it, I was so happy and so excited. I couldn't wait.
Yeah, so can you just tell me how was your competition and when did it was happen?
So I was first runner up in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and I participated for the first time in a beauty pageant. So I wasn't really sure what I was expecting, and I became first runner up, and I was still very happy. I was of course a little bit sad that I didn't win, but then the lockdown came.
Okay.
At the beginning of the year, and I think we all know what a struggle it was. And it was basically they asked me like, "Hey, we don't want to do a competition this year. Would you like to be our next Miss Universe Curaçao?"
Wow.
And I said, "Okay."
Wow.
I said, "Okay."
It's so like,
Yes,
do you want to join to become a queen? Yeah, of course, yes.
of course, yes. Yeah. So it was for me pretty easy. It just they asked me, I said, "Of course." And now I'm here. How did it go for you?
Congratulations before. It's like people calling you, do you want to be a queen? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
For my competition before, it was held on March 2020, of course. But then it was like before the pandemic happened to my country. During the quarantine, it was like the first announcement in China, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then like 2 or 3 days before my final, it was announced for the first time a COVID patient in Indonesia. It was like shock, and then we was just so scared that the final cannot be held live because actually we already sell all the tickets and it's actually already sold out. And we was very expecting to everything just go fine and then we can just do the final like what we wish for. And yeah, thanks God that everything went well for the final. But then we got locked down also since March until right now. Like I never expect before. I thought personally that this this pandemic only gonna be like maybe 1 month or 2 months, but then it's become almost a year. And then
Oh, yeah, I remember when it came to Curaçao, we were such a small island. And I just remember how scared people were. And I was scared. And then suddenly we were in a complete lockdown. And just like 2 months later, we were doing okay again, and things were just going fine again. And then suddenly we got hit again. And then we still had to stay inside again. It was just scary how it just went away and then came back twice as hard.
yes, it's like very unexpected situation.
Yeah.
But then how
Yes,
is
but how
the situation in your country?
now we're doing a lot better. We had 2 or 3 confirmed cases yesterday, so we're really getting there because we really think that safety comes first. So we still keep our distance, we keep our masks on, and we are just really, really careful because when you're on a small island like this, things go really fast.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just really careful. And how's it going in your country?
In Indonesia, especially because our country is very big, and then we are already having our first vaccine. I mean, like
Yeah.
few days ago, our president got the first vaccine for everyone, and I really hope that I can get the vaccine as soon as possible also. And I hope that the vaccine can help to make everything better. I mean, like, come on, this pandemic really makes us crazy. I mean, about the problem of the economy, about the problem for education also. It's like not everyone have the internet to do the school in their house, especially for those
Exactly. It's
rural areas.
yeah,
They don't
COVID
have
caused so
internet.
many troubles.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, because I mean, even in rural area, they cannot have internet. Not everyone have their phone to do the school online, and it's really crazy. I mean, I wish for this to be done as soon as possible everywhere around the world.
Yes, yeah. I hope so too, because I don't think a lot of people realize how many people are struggling. Because right now Curacao is very dependent on tourism. Now that we don't have that, a lot of people don't have jobs or don't have the opportunity to make money and buy food. And then besides that, we also have, of course, the schools. And just overall, it's a really big struggle, but we're getting there. We just keep on trying and fighting. And hopefully, indeed, the vaccine comes soon so we can just basically go back to.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, like, through this pandemic, we learn more to appreciate every single little things in our life, right? That the health is the most important, that sometimes we not realize. We sometimes not thankful that we are healthy, that we can just do our activity normal, and then now we are not in the normal life. And yes, I got so much learned from this pandemic. Everyone, all of us.
Everyone, all around the world.
Yes.
Yeah. But now something else. I have a question for you, and I was wondering. I was reading about you, and I saw that you were a law student, and that you graduated as one as the best. Can you tell me more about that?
And like, no, I'm not really sure about one of the best, but then yeah, I was just graduate there, and I got a good score, but I'm not like the number one there. No, in my school, everyone is so smart in my uni, because yes, it's very tough to study a law, especially when I also do my modeling life, my modeling career. And yeah, for me, from what I learned, I need to focus to one thing. I mean, like, I have my goals, my priority. My priority before was my study, and then I have to finish my study, whatever it takes. So if I got a job, or if I have something out of the school, I usually always prefer to choose my school or my task or my homework or everything, because it's very tough. It's very tough, but thanks God. I can finish it. And I'm so lucky to have a very good friends in my uni back then, because they really helped me a lot, you know, because when you just school for your own and then you don't have friends, it feels like boring
Yeah.
sometimes or tired, right?
Yeah. Without friends, it would be impossible to get by.
Tell me about what you study about. I heard about you studying about cooking or something. Am I wrong? Am
Yeah.
I right?
Yes. I'm doing food and beverage management, and it means that I can manage the restaurant or cook.
Wow.
And I'm in my second year now. I really like it. I always like baking and cooking and just trying out new things. And so I decided, okay, why not study it? Why not make it a job? And then I said, okay, all right. And basically, I was really looking for what I wanted to study, and I didn't know because I didn't know what I liked. And then I realized, like, I've been baking and cooking my whole life. Why didn't I realize this before?
Wow. So one day you have to cook for me. I have to try it.
Yes, for
Or maybe you
sure.
can open your business here in Indonesia, because everyone's here love to eat good food.
Oh, we love good food too, I know.
And I
But
know, of
right
course,
now,
for a beauty queen like you, cooking or baking, I was like, okay, it must be so perfect.
I hope so, because sometimes I make something and it's not good. Like last time I tried to make cookies and they were like stones, and I don't know where I went wrong.
Maybe you was just not in the mood, babe. It's okay. It happens. It happens.
But what do you like to do in your free time?
Oh, actually, here in Indonesia, for the Miss Universe Indonesia, we got an organization that really help us a lot as person, as someone who prepare for the next competition also. So I got a lot of preparation from the organization, like, you know, the class. Even this pandemic happened, we can just do it online. Or also I have my charity works, my advocacy, Smiling Village. Like also we trying our best to do something every time. So we did the meetings or we did the action, like we still went to the places that we can reach, but still doing it with the following protocols for the health COVID. Yeah, that's all. And of course work out because I'm trying hard
Oh,
to get the body goals. And how about
yes, yeah. I love working out as well. I don't always love it because when I have to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym, I'm like, okay.
okay? Why six?
Because I don't know, because it's just easier because I have so much to do in a day. Because after that, I go to other trainings like catwalk, hair and makeup classes,
Yeah.
speaking, of course. And then, of course, I also have my horses and the equine therapy and pony club. So to combine everything, I have to wake up
Wow,
early.
you have such a lot of activities for one day.
Yes, and
Day.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So I will. Oh no, you asked.
it's okay.
I forgot my question now.
Oh my god. Okay, I will start with mine. I mean, like during this pandemic, of course, we never expect this to be happen, and then this is our reign as Miss Universe in our country. How are you feelings about it?
So to be a Miss Universe of your country is, besides an honor, also a big responsibility because you have to keep in mind that not everyone has the same things to enjoy. And I know I'm very, very grateful for what I have, for the things that I can give to others. And that's also one of the reasons why I decided to work at the crisis bank. And that's basically where we hand out food for those who don't have it. And I think it's just important to realize what you have and that you should be happy for what you have. Because if you have a roof over your head and food in your stomach, you have so much more than most people have.
Yes.
So that's something really, what I really saw in COVID. It really hit me hard because I was always just, at home, being happy. And then I saw what others had to go through during this pandemic. And it just, it got to me really fast. And I can imagine you feel that as well, because when you see people struggling, it hurts you inside.
Yeah.
Because you just want to help. Yeah.
That's true. I agree 100%. I mean, like, we cannot expect this to be happen. But yeah, being a Miss Universe in our country is such a big responsibility, but it's also such a big honor for everyone. And it's such a big, duty for you, not only for yourself, like you have a crown, but this is something that you have to give back for your own people that you taking care about or you care about. And especially during this pandemic, it's really hard for everyone just to keep sane. I mean, because it's a big crisis for everyone. And sometimes, as I said, because of this pandemic, now we realize sometimes we just want more and more in our life. But then, in the end of the day, our health is the most important after all. And we have to always be grateful for everything that we have, especially our family. It's the most important things just to keep alive. And you can do your job or you can do your study. It's a very big deal nowadays.
Yes.
And especially when you see someone struggling, as what you said also, I agree 100%. We cannot just stay and to look at it. We have to do something about it, especially when we have our platform. We have a big opportunity. We can do something. We can voice us out loud our thinking, our mind. And it's a very great opportunity for us to do it, to become someone
very important
who can
to learn is.
who can bring something to our country.
I think that during the pandemic, I as well realized how important it is to have self-love. Because, of course, others are your priority, but you also have to make priority out of yourself.
Yes.
And I think that a lot of people found out that they weren't that happy with themselves. And what do you think about that? Like, what would you say to someone who is struggling with themselves during the pandemic lockdown?
I sincerely believe that everyone sometimes just thinking that they are not enough. That's always what I say. I mean, sometimes they just complaining about single thing, every single little thing. Then they realize that the life is not that long. I mean, we cannot expect or we cannot guess how long our life gonna be. And then with this virus, we can just stop the time and then realize, okay, it doesn't mean that tomorrow we will wake up healthy or we will wake up again into this world. And then they just complaining about that I have this negativity or this bad vibes until they cannot love themselves in this pandemic or before out of this pandemic. Now they have to realize that the self-love and then the healthy, it's the most important things. Just live your life because life must go on and be happy with that, be enjoy with that, and do something for someone else because that will make you happy when you're not happy with yourself. I think that's in my point. And what about you?
I think it's very important that self-love is something you focus on. Because I know many people, like myself, they're really focused on themselves. Like for me, I was just always busy with the ones around me, making sure everything was fine. I don't really stand in the mirror like, okay, what do I need? What makes me happy? And of course, then you start complaining about the small things in life.
Yes.
Because suddenly you realize that you're not happy and you don't know why. Because not a minute goes by where you're like, okay, maybe I am the issue. Maybe I'm standing in front of my own happiness. And I really think it's a mindset. But for me, I had to work on my mindset because I was just always focusing on the wrong things, most of the time on negative things in life. And I don't know why I did that. So I started asking myself, why? Why am I doing this? Why am I like this? And then step by step with my team, I started focusing on becoming a better version of myself, being happy for myself, that I am my biggest fan, and to make sure I'm happy with what I do and where I go. And I just think that it's something a lot of people have to do. And you really have to face yourself because, after all, you are your own competition.
Yes, that's true. I mean, self-love, it means that you don't care with what others people thinking about you. I mean, the only person that the most important in this life, the first one is yourself. So just confident with your own skin, confident with your own mindset that you are doing good things as long as you do the good things. So just love yourself, embrace it, and do something about it, happy with it, celebrate it.
Yeah, celebrate your uniqueness.
Yes.
That's one of my hashtags. I have been busy with equine therapy for a while now, and we invented this hashtag "Celebrate Your Uniqueness" for everyone
Wow.
that yeah
That's
that is
amazing.
struggling.
I did not know about it before.
Yeah, so for everyone that has a mental disorder, issues with mental health, or a disorder, or even if there's something about you that makes you unique, like if you're tall, you're short, just anything is fine. So I think that's one step in the right way for self-love because it starts with yourself and then you can give it to others.
Yes, and talking about the tagline, I have my own since before joining this pageant things. It was like maybe start from 2017. My tagline was nothing worth having comes easy. It also reflected to everyone. I mean, here, people always see the good things in social media. People always see, you know, that you are looks perfect and then you don't have the flaws. They just don't see it yet. They don't know how people can go through that with struggling, with a very work hard. And then it's nothing worth that comes easy. It means that you have to love yourself. You have to work hard for everything you want to do. Because it's exactly nothing worth having comes easy. You really have to work hard for that. It means that you have to love everything that you do to get the point or to get the goals what you want. That sometimes people forget.
Exactly.
They just see the results. They just see the result itself, not seeing the progress, not seeing the hard work, not seeing the moment or the value. Why did you do it from the first place?
Yeah, but I think that's the negative side of social media because often I do to post the best moments because that's what you want people to see and that's what you want people to know. But now I have realized that it's more important to show people who you really are, and that yes, of course you will have setbacks, but it's more important how you come back. So it's really yeah, also how you look at things. And I don't think that social media is bad or anything, but I think sometimes we go a little bit too far to prove
Yeah,
that our life is perfect.
it doesn't mean that social media is always bad things, but we have the positive side also that we can reach more people. We can do a lot of things, including the entrepreneur. They can sell everything online, easy peasy. But then, yeah, we have to always take the good side in everything.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Okay, Chantal, just thinking about how if you explain to us, to me, and to all the viewers about your advocacy more about.
So I stand for children with autism, hearing and speaking disabilities, other mental issues, disorders, um, because I think it's very important that we realize that those kids need us, and they don't need us to be their voice. They need us to accept them and to normalize many things about, for example, autism. Because as I said before, I have an autism myself, I know the struggles. I know how hard it is sometimes to communicate and to come over as natural and do small talk. All those small little things in life that come easy for neurotypical people are a lot harder for people with autism. And that's one of the many reasons why I decided to let everyone know that I have autism and that you may not see it when you look at me, but it doesn't mean that I don't have it. And that's just one of the ways I want to raise awareness. And I do that by equine therapy. And equine therapy is animal assisted therapy. And you can do it with dogs, other animals, but I decided to do it with horses because I have been around horses for almost 14 years now. And I just know that they are the most beautiful animals out there. They are kind, they are gentle, they're so beautiful. And so I want to show the kids that if you can lead a horse and you can take care of your horse and you have that special bond with them, that you can conquer everything. You can overcome your fears. You can learn from the horses their behavior. Because, for example, I have 4 horses and all
Wow.
of them are completely different.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to
they
have
all have
one,
a
and then
different
you have four.